Go.
Almost there.
We on?
We are.
Hey guys, what's up?
Welcome to Bards and
The inmates are
Nobles.
running the inmates are running the asylum. Welcome to Bards and Nobles.
That's true.
In something. All right.
The asylum, apparently.
Tonight we are. This is what you get. I'm GMing for better or for worse, and we're going to be playing Kintsugi. It's a I would call it a one-sheeter, but it's actually a two-sheeter game. Very simple rules. We're gonna have some fun with a little one-shot tonight. So tonight I am joined by
Aaron Williams playing Smack, the pizza golem.
I didn't know we were coming with names. Okay.
Go.
My name is Andrew Danon, and I am playing Jiggles, the Jello Golem.
I'm Charles Nelson, and I'm playing Chester the Cheesecake Golem.
Yay!
I'm Trey. I'm your GM. We'll see how this goes. So, yeah. All right. So the three of you are beginning to wake up. You're not sure where you are. You're kind of in this twilight, just like half awake state, and you hear some shuffling and moving around, and you hear two voices, and they're basically saying something to the extent of, I didn't think so many of them would work. Like, why did we even try this? This was insane. All right, look, we just gotta lock them down here, and we'll figure out what to do with it later. If the town guard figures out what we're doing, we're gonna get in big trouble. Let's just get out of here. And so as you begin to come to, you hear some shuffling and a door slam shut. Then the three of you wake up.
Ha-ha! Wait.
I lock eyes.
Wait.
I lock eyes with Jiggles.
I just look at you, and then like I stop looking, like I stop moving my head, but like my head still kind of moves around a little bit.
Still kind of
like,
waving.
Who are you? Where are we? What are you?
Smack.
And I smack him.
Some cheese and
Like it doesn't hurt,
cheese
like
and marinara fly off. Your hands are now pepperonied.
What all toppings do you have? I feel like this is gonna...
Well,
cream pizza,
I definitely got the
like...
meats. I got that going on. And I got two kinds of cheeses, mozzarella, cheddar, and you know what? Got some onion and some green pepper in there. No olives.
No olives. Alrighty.
Nothing wrong with green olives. You both, after slapping each other and whatever other sort of touching you need to do, you look across the room and you see a third golem-esque figure standing there, staring at you silently.
I stare back at him and I say, "Smack!"
And I smack him.
I don't know what's going on. It looks like I'm made out of cheesecake.
Gross.
Good.
Where are we?
As you begin to look around, you realize you're basically standard cellar. There's some cooking prep tables around, some other lab equipment, looks like, kind of mixed in with the kitchen equipment. You've got lots of beakers and long glass tubes with stuff running through it and dripping into other beakers. You see a book opened up with some strange writing in it. You see three other golems laying motionless. They appear to be made out of lumpia, ceviche, and mayonnaise. They are motionless and dead.
Nice. Oh. I guess.
Glad we're not those guys.
Yeah, for real. I'm glad that we're not them. They look like they've had a rough time.
Upon further inspection, it seems that like they were failed experiments. They didn't start up. They didn't show up.
Guys,
Nice.
Maybe we were successful experiments. That means that somebody made us.
That's true.
Who do you think made us?
I heard some voices right when we woke up. Maybe the voices made us. Do you guys remember what they were telling us to do?
I don't know. I don't know if they were talking to us. Were they talking to each other?
I don't know. I mean, how many voices do you hear in your head usually?
I don't know. I need more time to determine that.
I mean, because once they left, I'm down to 3. So,
Well, maybe this room has a way that leads to other rooms. And I look around for more rooms.
As you look around, you see a few high windows, kind of around the near the ceiling, and you see a set of stairs leading up to a standard Scooby-Doo cellar door.
Gotcha. Okay.
At the top of it.
Maybe this leads to more rooms.
that's possible. But there's looks like some pretty tasty beverages laying around over here. I just pick up one of the flasks and I drink it.
Okay.
I just imagine Jiggles looks like the goo monster from Futurama.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a roll there, Andrew?
Yes.
Jiggles, and we'll see. We'll see what this random liquid you consume does to you.
Just D6? Do you want me to do?
Yeah, roll a d6 against your what is it? Try something.
Do anything.
Do anything. Yeah. We totally read the rules before we started.
Yeah,
guys.
try something.
Oh.
Try.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6.
Oh,
That means you failed.
I think it's a.
Yeah.
I guess
So
it's a 2.
you consume this liquid and it burns straight through you. There's just there's a puddle of acid at your feet that begins to slowly eat away at the floor.
Doesn't do anything go up a level?
No, if you fail at do anything, you gain a skill. Roughly based on what you attempted to do. So I feel like you can just drink. You can drink
I gained
acid
the skill pass through.
Yeah. You gain the skill Taco Bell experience.
So I'll put that at I guess level 1. So every time I roll,
It starts at
level 3.
It starts at a 3. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Drink acid, I guess. So yeah, you guys are still in this room.
That looks pretty cool what you did there.
And I'm just over there like, yep, that was pretty good. It went down.
What was your name? Cheesecake?
Chester.
Chester. You want to help me with this barrier to the other room?
You mean the door?
Door. Yes.
I walk up and open the door. Or try to.
You walk up and attempt to open the door. It seems as if it is barred shut. As you've walked around the room and discovered different things, drank various acids, and now are trying to open this door, you realize that the room is starting to fill with smoke.
Do we breathe?
Oh, it's fine.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Huh.
But where there's smoke,
there's a smoke source.
Exactly. There you go.
Wait, I think
only 5 minutes old. He knows so much.
I know how this goes. What color is the barrel the smoke is coming from?
Oh, you son of a bitch. It's important to know. And it's not coming from a barrel. It seems to be seeping in from the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, that downward smoke.
If you make enough smoke, it will go down.
Huh. Well, the room is changing colors.
Hey, yes. In here.
Uh, let's open this door, and I punch it.
All right, give me a roll for door punching.
The wet slap of sauce and cheese.
The wet smack. I rolled a 6.
Oh yeah. I mean, it exactly what you expect if you threw a bunch of pizza at a solid wood door.
Gotcha. So it just like smacks and it flattens and it has a lot more density to it. So now I can smack things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But there's other than the wet grease stain on the door, it doesn't seem to be much.
2 smack.
It looks like someone dabbed a napkin.
Yuck.
Yeah. I feel like we should have picked more badass golems to be made out of.
Man.
I literally told you guys golems, and you were like, food. You're like, okay.
I'm like, I have an idea. Some of this elixir that I drank earlier was really touched my soul. So I look for another flask of liquids, thinking that it's probably what I drank earlier, and I throw it at the door.
All right. Give me a roll, man. Let's see what's in that flask.
Flask throwing. Let's do this.
As you're doing this, you start to notice that it's getting much warmer in the room, and it seems like whatever is generating the smoke is eating through the upper levels of the structure. Yeah, man, you do it.
I succeed.
You succeed at throwing acid. There's enough quantity and corrosive effect of the flask you threw against this door where a roughly golem-sized hole is eaten through the wooden planks.
Nice.
See?
That's all we had to do, guys.
Yeah.
That's all we had to do.
So that's how you open doors.
That is how you open doors. So I grabbed some more of the door opening flasks, and I just kind of hold them in my hands, and we walk out.
Yeah. We walk out, and we enter into the next room.
I got the keys.
You exit into the outside. You look up. There's no ceiling anymore. There's just this blue dome above you. There's green grass at your feet. Behind you, there is a burning cottage. You as you look around, you notice off in the distance 2 figures running as fast as they can towards a town that's down in a valley.
Oh. Do you think those are the voices?
Let's follow them.
I think those are the voices. We should go ask our creators why they made us.
Yeah, we should. Let's pursue them.
Let's chase after them, yes.
Yeah.
Wait for us!
Are there any types of ways that could increase the speed of our locomotion? Like, for instance, a wheelbarrow?
A wheelbarrow? You look around, standard, cottage stuff. There's a plow.
Mm-hmm.
There's a donkey sitting there, just hanging out. He's actually, in a barn kind of behind the cottage. I don't see any. There's not any wheeled. Sure, there's a wheelbarrow. You have one wheelbarrow.
Excellent. I invite Chester or Jiggles to get into the wheelbarrow.
Why not both?
You know what?
Why not both?
Fair point.
We both get in.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the perfect meld of dessert goodness.
Yes.
Cake and Jello. I guess it depends on what flavor they are. What flavor are you guys?
I am obviously lime Jello.
I am blueberry cheesecake.
All right.
Oh, okay. Goes together like lime and blueberry. All right. Those are 2 flavors you want to mix.
All right, so they're loaded up in the wheelbarrow, and
you have this mess of wet dessert in a wheelbarrow, and
I pick them up and I start running after.
okay, give me a roll. Let's see how you do.
How do you do with the wheelbarrow, sir? So since I actually succeeded in that, I don't actually get like a skill for throwing acid, right? It's only
I don't believe so. If you succeed, I think
you just do it, and then
yeah.
makes sense.
I failed.
You failed.
Ah.
Yeah. This seems like a super inefficient way for the three of you to move towards these two people that have now disappeared over the horizon.
Gotcha.
You know the direction they're going, but you know, one golem pushing two golems and a wheelbarrow that's not meant to hold two golems is not working out.
Well, it's
But
actually
you
what's
get
happening. What's happening is it's actually pulling my arms, which are cheesy, longer and longer until I can't lift it anymore. But now I have long arms.
Oh, you sure do.
That's your new skill.
Yeah,
long-arm cheesy golem.
You've got like DiGiorno pizza commercial grade stretchy cheese arms now. Like it's like that's not really food. Stretchy cheese.
I thought it sounded good.
So yeah, you as hard as you try, it just seems like you're not closing the distance, and they seem to disappear over the next hill.
Gotcha. Well, sorry, fellow golems.
Come on,
I think that
push.
I think this vehicle needs to be abandoned. It's defective.
That's probably what it was. You're right.
Yeah.
Have you always had such long arms? Interesting.
You know, it's possible that I've never noticed.
I feel like you could have just reached through like that hole in the door and just opened it from the other side with those long arms. Why didn't you think of that?
I'm still learning, man.
Fun.
Yeah.
We still need to go catch up with those two. Like, which way did they end up going actually? Because I was so excited about the wheelbarrow ride that I wasn't paying attention.
Gotcha. Chester Cheesecake, did you see where they went?
Toward the town.
To the town.
Well,
but what about this? There was a barn back there. If we all go back there, we can ride that ass to the town and catch up with them.
Excellent idea, Chester. Let's go ride on that ass.
Try that.
I can use my smack ability.
Exactly.
We go back to the donkey.
Hopefully it's more resilient than our other mode of transportation.
Yeah. As you go back to this little farm, you see the cottage is now fully on fire. The barn seems to be far enough away to where it's going to be safe. But yeah, there's a donkey. He's hanging out, just eating some oats or something.
All right,
just doing some donkey stuff.
All three of us get up on the donkey and we get its reins and try to ride it to town.
I use my long arms to smack that ass.
Give me a roll, man. See how it goes.
It's gonna take us forever to get
I rolled a 3. That's a success, right?
I think you're trying to roll under a 2, aren't you?
No. I'm using my smack skill.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're successful. The donkey's he's like, all right, man, I know the drill. And he just bears down and he starts trotting along. This is way faster than the wheelbarrow. Way faster.
Nice. Excellent idea.
Maybe. But, it may be slower than just the three of you walking, especially since you backtrack. But you are making forward progress faster than a pizza golem pushing the wheelbarrow.
Nice.
All right, so you continue on. As you're going forward, you start to remember the things that you heard about, if the town guard finds out about this, we're going to be in trouble. And as you're thinking about that, you crest a hill and you see there's a field with a bunch of sheep, and there's two figures standing in it. They are differently dressed than the two that you were pursuing earlier.
Mm-hmm. What kind of food are they?
They appear to just be I don't know. It looks like they're like cloth food, if that's a thing. Like they're kind of like
Cloth food.
they're wearing like they're kind of wearing, just like they're wearing. They seem to be their outside seems to be cloth. They have faces.
So like cotton candy.
Probably.
No.
I'm assuming wool.
They're picnic golems. They're wearing a picnic sheet.
That could be. Maybe they know the creators that ran from us.
Let's pursue them.
You know what? They were probably running to get help because the cottage was on fire.
Oh, yes.
That's probably what happened. So let's go talk to these picnic golems and see if they saw the creators run by. It's kind of weird though that they just didn't grab these picnic golems to come help us. But it's fine.
Let's go.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's
go talk to them.
As you approach them, you see, for the first time, I assume, fear. And these two figures that are much, much smaller than you.
And we're riding on a donkey?
Yeah. So you're even taller because you're on top of a donkey. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe your legs are actually dragging the ground at this point. The two of them yell, and one of them yells at the herd. It takes off, and the other one stands there and readies his staff pointed at the three of you. Or the four of you.
I'm just imagining this donkey is just like super jacked to carry the weight of all three of us. He's like, "Yeehaw, motherfucker!"
Apparently, your role decided it would be.
We're actually all still just walking on the ground, but we're all like pretending to ride the donkey.
You're all like squat hovering over the donkey.
Yeah. Well, I do the wavy man like, why? Hey, have you seen our creators? They ran past here.
He just yells back, "Stay back!"
They woke us up and then they set fire to the building we were in. So we needed to ask them.
He's in all of that. He's just screaming back at you, "Stay back! Stay back!" And he's pointing his staff at you, as the other figure shoos the sheep away.
Is that their names? Stay and back.
Yep, that
does make sense.
Hey, try this drink. It's good stuff. We come in peace, and I toss him one of the
It's delicious.
Acid.
All right, roll for throwing acid.
Is that one of your skills?
And you're rolling. It is, but you gotta go under a 4 this time because you increased it by 1 point. Because you. Oh no!
I had drink acid.
Drink. Oh yeah.
Was my failure? Yeah.
All right, so
I'm still under do anything for this. Oh, I failed.
You fail.
Now I can throw acid. It's a skill now. Yay!
You throw this, and you kind of misjudged the distance. It's it lands on the few sheep that are between you and him, now there's some newly liquid sheep between you and this man.
It's actually like I go and throw the acid, but like I've absorbed from the acid I drank earlier, but like additional acid shoots from my hand because I just like absorbed it as an ability now. So like the flask went, but also a bunch of other acid went and like covered
just all the sheep.
The sheep and this poor dude.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like what used to be sheep and is now a puddle, and just like blobs of wool. Somehow that survives. The wool survives. This is the new way to shear sheep. You can just strip off everything else.
I'm gonna have to change my name to Crate Dragon.
He seems to be still holding his ground, but he's backed up a good bit. Now that the other figure is at a distance, he seems like he could bolt at any second.
Thank you for the information, sir. We'll be on our way. Again, thank you. Guys.
He didn't...
Well, he told us that we need to go search for Stay and Back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we have names for our creators now.
They're probably in the town.
That's good. I mean, they didn't
Yeah.
head that way, so that
So we'll just go into the town
go
and we'll
check
just
the-
yell, "Stay back! Stay back!"
sounds like a
Yes.
plan. I like it. I can share this delicious drink with
Those
the
sheep
town page.
loved it. I gotta say.
That's
They-
true. Didn't hear one
Not a
peep
single
out of them.
complaint. Every single one of them was like, "Hell yeah!"
This is so good. I gotta go.
Yeah, they were just
they
dying to drink it.
Exactly.
Womp womp.
All right, we head further into town.
All right. As you approach the shepherd, you keep coming towards him. He finds a way to move off to the side and runs away as well. So you head towards the edge of town. As you crest this hill, you can see you're just on the outside. There's a river running between between this the shepherd's meadow and the town before you. Yeah.
Well, let's just cross this river with no objections.
There are a group of ferrymen working, helping people cross. You can see from a distance.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, this looks like an interesting kind of area. So I go and I try to I walk towards the river. I'm like, we could probably just cross it. I feel like it's not too deep for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So I go and I start to put my foot in, but as soon as I touch it, it's like excruciating pain. I'm like, no.
Much like putting Jello in water, you begin to dissolve. It is excruciating.
Oh no, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, that hurts. That hurts way too much.
Dude,
It's supposed to be like acid or something.
Yeah, it's a
this is
river made out of acid.
I see now why those people are being ferried across. Those other picnic golems down the
This is
whatever this is.
Yeah, this toxic stream.
Man, it's very. You would have thought that they would have covered this up by now.
So
I mean, this is dangerous.
yeah, but it is quite large, so maybe they just didn't have enough things to cover it up with.
That's possible.
So where do we? Is there a bridge or is it just the ferry?
There doesn't seem to be a bridge here. There's just the ferry workers, and they've started to notice something moving downriver. This screaming.
Gotcha. Well, maybe we can use their vessel to cross this toxic stream.
Yeah.
And you see people with donkeys, other things. There's even a guy with a wheelbarrow. He's getting on the ferry and going across. Like you can see it. They're.
That seems to be the way that we need to do this.
I think so.
Let's go that way.
Yeah.
And hop on that ferry or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what a ferry is.
We approach the ferry. Chester, are you with us?
Yep.
Tally ho!
As you approach, there's someone approaching the shore with an empty ferry, and he sees you, and he freezes. He doesn't move. The ferry's still trailing on, bumps up against the shore, and he stands motionless.
Excellent.
we just climb on.
Yeah, I just climb into the boat and I say, take us to the town.
He stops and puts his hands up and he goes, ah! And just runs. He takes off running, leaving the ferry behind.
How rude. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess we could just figure out how this thing works, right?
Yeah.
Like we could just push this along.
Do you have an idea how this thing works, Chester?
I'm not sure. I look over at the other ferry to see if I can figure out what's making it move.
It looks like maybe there's like some kind of like that long like pole thing. He's just like pushing it along. Seems kind of simple.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how like ferry barges work. Yeah, it's like a gondola.
Sure. So yeah, let's try to do that. So
Who's trying it?
I'll try it. I'll pick
give
up
me
the
a
stick
roll.
and I start trying to make us move.
Let's see if there's alligators in this river.
So roll for gondolier skill. Oh, I failed. I'm just like jabbing the stick like straight down. Like,
yeah,
not going anywhere, guys.
I mean, you're moving, but it's just a slow, steady circle.
It's going to take forever.
Yeah, this is difficult. Everybody else makes it look so easy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've probably been doing it for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's probably.
As you make this slow circle around the, near the shore here, you see all the other gondola barge operators are furiously pushing their barges away and trying to go back towards the town.
Gotcha. Can I reach any of them? Using my long arms?
Let's give it a shot, man. Let's see what happens. Maybe.
Go get them, Stretch.
My long arm skill is a 3, and I rolled a 4.
Yeah, they're just out of reach, man. You stretch Armstrong as far as you can. You've sufficiently scared them. They're paddling harder. Yeah.
Darn! Almost could reach.
Any question that they're under attack by monsters has now been.
So we're stranded in the middle
yes.
of this toxic stream.
Uh-huh.
What do we do?
Well, I think I'm getting the hang of this, and I just keep like messing with the stick, and I'm like trying to straighten us out.
Maybe you're doing it wrong. Instead of stabbing it down, maybe you need to swing it out.
And I just start like swinging it out in front of me, like not in the water. I'm like, this isn't helping at all either. Hey, how about you try? And I hand it to the pizza golem. I'm like, here you go.
I'm a little scared of this. I'm gonna give it over here to Chester.
All right. I push the ferry along.
Like
give me a roll. Why not?
Natural.
He's gonna be the best.
I can spell.
Ooh.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
So I fail.
But you learn a skill.
You're doing slightly better. You're doing circles, but the circles seem to be gradually working towards the other bank as you make your way over there, and you eventually land over there. At this point, the entire shoreline has been cleared.
We did it.
As the three of you, did you bring the donkey?
If there was room for him.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. It's
okay.
A large, they got donkeys and wheelbarrows and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we hauled the ass across the river.
Yeah.
Charles, what new skill did you get?
I guess now I'm good at working with poles.
There
you go.
So like a staff or whatever.
Pole swirling.
Stripper is what it sounds like. All right. So we are on the other side of the acid river, apparently. You've
made it to shore.
Yes.
Before you see, it's pretty cleared out. Everyone seems to have left. There is standard medieval town cottages and shop fronts in front of you, cobblestone roads, and off in the distance there is a single tower standing above all the other structures.
I bet our creators are important, so they probably went to the main tower. I mean, that seems like a place of prestige, I would think.
Maybe. I mean,
so maybe,
it's worth trying.
At the very least, we should know like who our creators are. Yeah. So let's head our way over there, and we'll ask some of the other picnic golems if they can help us.
Absolutely. So we walk into the town, and everyone we meet, I ask, "Stay back."
And they do. They are dressed differently. You see a lot of people in white shirts with waistcoats, they and long dresses. All of these other golems are much smaller than you. And each of them, as you yell, "Stay back!" they do that and more as they flee away from you.
Huh.
Why are these children golems running away from us? You'd think that they would be like happy to see,
At least
like
friendly.
an adult golem.
Yeah, like helpful.
I know.
Respect your elders. I mean, come on.
Teenagers these days. Well, we can just keep heading towards the tower. I mean, that's where we were headed.
Yeah.
So
Keep on keeping on.
You start walking down through the town streets and alleys, streets and avenues, I guess, making your way towards there. And as you turn a corner,
were we making our way downtown?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know any of that song to respond.
I don't either.
Faces past. It's
downtown.
Walking fast. Faces past, and I'm homebound. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yep, you're doing all that. You're doing all that and
we're
more.
Skipping. Having a great old time.
So you find some faces, and they don't pass. It is another group of small golems. They all have large, seem to be wooden boards in one hand. In the other hand, they have long wooden sticks with metal tips on them.
Oh.
They're all wearing metal hats with like decorative feathers across the top, and they stand shoulder to shoulder in the street between you and the tower, which it seems like now it's like, okay, we figured it out. We know about where we're trying to go.
Yeah.
So it's just
hey, Chester, they have one of those staffs that you're good with.
Oh yeah, maybe they'll give me one.
Yeah, I reach out my long arm and I try to grab one.
And you hear behind this line of tiny golems, there is one tiny golem on a much more majestic ass than the one you've been. And he says, "Halt! Stay back."
That's who we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, stay back.
He doesn't seem to respond to you, and he says, "Men, forward!" And the line starts moving forward towards you.
I mean, they're probably just coming to have a chat with us. I mean,
I don't know, man. They're like all standing in a line. This is a strange organization pattern.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a new game. I don't know. There's no telling what these kids are playing these days.
Yeah, we should get in a line and walk toward them.
Let's do it.
That's a great idea. That's probably exactly what they're expecting us to do, actually.
All right, so we get into a line,
and we start walking towards them.
Yep.
And you meet them. Their line, you feel the pokes of the sharpest, pointiest sticks, and they're trying to push you back and basically assault you with their pole arms.
Oh,
I'm basically like a gelatinous cube. I'm just like sucking.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah, several of the poles have been pulled into the jello. They're just stuck. So you have like three of them sticking out at different angles.
Chester,
Nice.
Jiggles, it's a game. I get it now, and I reach in to Jiggles and I pull out 2 sticks and I give them to them.
Woohoo!
I'm like, poke them back. It's a game.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I try to find one for myself, and then we all just start like poking back.
Okay, each of you give me a roll. If you're all poking back, give me a. And Charles, you can use your pole ability.
All right.
Yes, I succeeded.
All right, I succeed.
Oh yeah, you kill 3 people.
I succeeded as well.
There is much screaming and blood
Guys,
and
it's a great time.
Dude,
Uh,
they're so
all
excited
pretty
and
okay.
happy. They can't even contain
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, I mean,
they're all
it's
turning into pizza. Look at that red sauce.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh!
you're like sticking them in and then picking them up and like flicking them behind you. Um, I mean, there's terror. They're trying to hold the line and like reforming. But yeah, that's the line still seems to be in front of you.
Well, let's keep playing the game until everybody gets tired.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I
We
mean,
just keep
it
playing.
looks like they just have a lot of energy. So,
Yeah.
so I raise the pole that I had. I'm like, woohoo! And I like start playing again.
Yeah, you were incredibly successful. This goes on for some time. um,
They're all napping.
as this happens, you see two familiar figures approach, and they're yelling, "Stop! Stay back!" And the two of them, you seem to recognize these two figures as they are the two that you are pursuing.
It's stay
Creators!
back. Masters.
We've been looking for you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys ran away. We've been playing with the picnic golems here, like trying to find you. Like, where have you guys been?
They're still trying to make their way through the crowd of soldiers as they begin to break and fall back. Um, you they approach, and one of them says, "I'm Dr. Kenneth Noisewater. I made you. Are you? Have you not been harmed by their spears?"
I thought we were just playing a game. I mean, they're all taking a nap back there. They just got tired out.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, they're all playing a game. Let's play another game. Keep doing what you're doing. In fact, we're gonna go to this tower, and we're gonna play a game with a man with a golden hat.
Oh, okay. Do we get hats?
That sounds pretty fancy. I want a hat.
You can have whatever hat you like.
Wow.
Yes. And I go and I just take one of the hats off the soldiers that's taking a nap, and I just put it on my head, and it starts sinking in.
Excellent.
Haha! I am now one of them.
It's so good to meet you, creators. Like, I have so many questions about why you created us and how you created us. You must be some type of god or some type of powerful being.
Yes, all of those things, and I'll answer all of your questions at a later time.
Absolutely.
Oh, sweet. Well, we were actually headed to the tower anyway, because we thought that's where you guys would be at. So let's go to the tower.
Yes. As this conversation happens, you see the town guard begin to retreat. And yeah, it's the six of you, the three golems, a doctor, his assistant, and a donkey.
And his Dr. Noisewater, right?
Yes, Dr. Kenneth Noisewater.
Noisewater, and we are Noisewater's monsters.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
basically. So, yeah, it looks like they just moved the game closer to the tower. I mean, since we're going there, we can go play the game a little bit more there.
Mm-hmm. It was...
And I grab like a bunch more poles. I'm like, I'm ready for the game, and I start like clunking down towards the tower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one of the flat poles so that I can block and maybe do better in the game.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. There's plenty of armored sleeping people, as you put it.
Yeah.
So
We've got poles and flat poles.
yeah. Each of you grabs one of those, and Dr. Kenneth Noisewater and his assistant. They ask, "Can we ride the mule?"
Sure.
All right. And they
The ass?
Dr. Kenneth Noisewater mounts the ass, and they say, "Let's go to the tower."
Sweet.
You gotta smack it. Smack it.
Give me a roll for smacking ass because that's one of your skills.
I rolled a 2. I successfully smacked that ass.
You know, like dressage horses where they like high step and it's very fancy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like for some reason this donkey is doing that. It's you are amazed at how well behaved this donkey is now. You're the ass tamer. You know that's
That's what I'm known for.
that was my nickname in college. All right. You stand at the foot of the tower. Before you, there's another seems to be more ornate group of tiny golems with larger flat poles and more ornate long poles. They stand between you and the this time the man on the more majestic donkey standing behind them is wearing a golden ring around his head.
Ooh.
I say, you look important and you look parched. Here, have this flask of delicious beverage. So I toss my second and last flask of acid toward the man on the majestic beast.
Give me a roll, my man.
The chance of success on this one is quite high.
Yeah.
It's all up to you.
Yes!
I succeed.
It's as if time stops or goes quite slowly as this flask end over end. The rows of soldiers, it's like 6 men deep. They're all standing in like a phalanx formation. They're all ready for anything you could possibly come up with, except this. As this, it just end over end.
I just yell, "Drink up before the game!"
And in the middle of this grandiose speech, as a king or general would give to his men, this flask breaks across his chest, splashes across his face, and he falls down. And there, he is very much asleep, as much as the other guards were. There is absolute panic. All of the soldiers break rank and flee.
Hey, we won the game, guys. I think we won the game.
Dr. Kenneth Noisewater walks up to you and says, "Well done, my jiggly son." He pats you on the shoulder. His hand sticks for a second. He pulls it away, walks over and collects his new crown, and says, "We will rule this. We'll rule this country as gods, angry gods."
This is what we were made for. Yes.
And then I'm like, "Hey guys, he's got the other team's hat on. Now we have to play the game against him." It's just a big circle.
No,
guys.
he said to rule it. I don't know what that means.
Huh. I don't know what that means either. Like rules for the game? I thought we just made people go to sleep. Isn't that what we're doing?
Should we attack?
I'm confused. I mean, I feel like he's now captain of the other team. I mean, that's what we did with the last guy that wore the crown or the gold hat.
But maybe he became the captain of our team.
I mean, but then he defected by taking the captain hat of the other team.
You make a sound argument. Let's play the game with him.
Yes, let's play the game with him. And we start chasing him with my poles. Like, you're on the other team now, and I'm like trying to put him to sleep.
Yeah, man, roll for it. You try to put him to sleep.
Roll for stabby. I rolled a 6. I fail miserably.
Despite your best efforts, he's able to swat them away. And he says, "No, you fool! We've won. This is it. This was the game. We've won the game now."
Oh.
The town is ours. We can rule it how we see fit.
Wait, does that mean that we're heroes to the town?
Yes, you are heroes to the town.
Yes. I've achieved a lifelong goal I never even knew I had. It feels good. We won the game,
We did.
fellow golems. And we're
High
heroes
five.
to the town.
You.
And we all high five.
I high five everybody.
In fact, you did win the game. The sun sets over this town with its new ruler and his food golem monsters, and the story of this town has changed forever. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, as you done something.
We did
that was
lots of
great.
somethings.
So, did anybody accomplish their goal, or do we agree to have a collective goal?
No, you each had your individual goals. It started with the group goal was to find your creator, but I didn't want to pigeonhole you guys. It's just there was a creator and he left. So
I forgot that one of the things that I rolled was I cannot harm any living thing.
Well,
oopsie.
Yeah, you did the opposite of that quite a bit. You proved you could. All right. Do we have any fan mail, guys? I don't think we do.
Check.
I'm gonna go check. While we're looking for that, why don't we talk about our patrons?
We
Andrew?
should talk about our patrons because our patrons are amazing. We would actually love to send a shout out to some of our kind of higher level patrons. We've got Casey Smith, Cheryl Maplefish, Chris Freeling, James Trevor, Junior McBabyface, a new patron.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Thank
welcome
you.
to the cluster.
Yeah, huge mistake, friend.
Yes. Kayla Light, Max Ciccolini, Tarkin Davis, and Zofar Petty. Thank you, guys. If you would like to join the ranks of our Patreons, go to patreon.bardsandnobles.com. $2 level gets you into our Discord server. You can come talk to us and talk with other patrons that listen to the show. And we got some pretty sweet rewards as well, like a little further up the chain. Take a look at them, see if anything strikes your fancy. If not, that's cool too. We're just happy to have you guys here listening and or watching us on Twitch. So,
in lieu of reading fan mail, I just want to say a big thank you to someone who sent us some amazing fan art. Mr. Moonwing himself. Go check out our Instagram. We're gonna post all of that fan art from him. He made amazing art from our last campaign.
Yes.
And if you ever want to see a cat person holding a minigun, we got you covered. You want to see what is basically just Charles in space uniform? We got you covered. Go check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We're going to post those there. Thank you very much, Moonwing. We're going to make sure that you're tagged and all that because your art is awesome. You've done some amazing stuff for us, throughout our whatever this show is.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thank y'all for joining.
All right. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Y'all.